Usually for Eden, we try to go the extra mile.
We'll put on a party and make it the coolest party we can for our fans.
We live here for the weekend, and it's great.
Last year's a little overwhelming. This year I kind of know what to expect.
I mean, I know it's going to be fun.
Massachusetts, where are you at, line?
Beep your horn so we can like see you drive. Roger that, Beep. We got a beep.
Help me out. I got a question, but I truly doubt anything gonna go my way. Who left the water on? And where have the kids all gone anyway? Mama can't sleep and daddy's in need, but sister can't keep it together. It all looks fine on the outside, but it's water too deep to measure. Brother spends time hustling down, cause the day job's been evasive. The medicine is bittersweet. If you get close, you can taste it. Oh, yeah. You take your medicine, and I hope they let us in before too long. Got stuck in second gear, all wrong. Circling around the room, we got in but discovered soon there were 3 doors to choose from. Think quick to the other side, think quick and guess the sign. Which one it would be? Sleep and daddy's in deep, and sister can't keep it together. It all looks fine on the outside, but it's water too deep to measure. Brother spends time hustling down, cause the day job's been evasive. The medicine is bittersweet. If you get close, you can taste it. Oh, yeah. And if these walls could speak, say everything in all good time. And I say back to them, thanks for listening. Never gonna waste my time. Never gonna waste my time. Never gonna waste my time. Never gonna waste my time.
Personally, I really felt nothing but a lot of acceptance and people very excited and supportive about my role in the band. And having keys in the band, which I've never had before, I thought that was really nice to see. You know, it seems like people are really excited about having keys in this band, as you know, adding a new dimension to the music. So it's been good. You know, it's funny because you play, you know, clubs all over the nation, and you know, you're always getting, you know, 600, 900 people or whatever. But you know, Eden is really the mecca for fans to come together, and the sort of, you know, that loving vibe that you get is so huge there that for the musician who's on stage, I mean, it just really makes you feel so good to be there and seeing that. You know, to me, it really just makes the shows that much better too. So, I mean, we love it. I mean, this is definitely something we look forward to all year long. We finished our summer tour, we took about 2 weeks off, and then we flew out to Burlington to have our rehearsal for about 6 days.
It's pretty tough, actually. It's always stressful because we never know until the day it happens how it's going to go over.
We'll try to send out CDs of new material that we're working on, and we'll all kind of work on it on our own at home, and then we'll fly in and just get together and put the songs together.
And just focus on what we want to do, what we want to put out. And that's the best preparation for me mentally and physically and everything, because we actually sit there with our guitars in hand and our keyboards and drums, like playing like 9 hours a day for, a week or two up to the show. So we feel pretty comfortable on our instruments.
We're really excited. We have a lot of music in us. This week especially, we were shutting all week. So we're ready for the 6 sets. We're psyched about them.
Says number one feels right, says the queen. Ace of hearts steps up to me. I think it's number three. Why don't we sing? Wake up, now it's time to go. What a dream, had a long day. Oh, Mondays are so slow. Mama can't sleep and daddy's in deep, and sister can't keep it together. It all looks fine on the outside, but it's one or two deep to measure. spends time hustling down, 'cause the day job's been invasive. Medicine is bittersweet. If you get close, you can taste it. Mama can't sleep, and daddy didn't think, and sister can't keep it together.
How many people does it take to set up a tent?
But it's one or two deep to measure. Brother spends time hustling down, 'cause the day job's been invasive. Medicine is bittersweet. If you get close, you can taste it. Mama can't sleep, and daddy's in deep, but sister can't keep it together. It all looks fine on the outside, but it's one or two deep to measure. Brother spends time hustling down, 'cause the day job's been evasive. The medicine is bittersweet. If you get close, you can taste it. Oh yeah.
I love it. It's one of my favorite times of the year.
I'm very excited to be here. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
She and I have been singing. We met 12 years ago and started singing like that week. So I've been singing together ever since.
Going up and down, and finally get nowhere. I'm in desperate need. Sometimes I feel my life's like an escalator. Going up and down, and finally get nowhere. Yeah. There is beauty here. Yeah. There is beauty here now. Yeah. Oh, there is beauty here. Yeah. There is beauty here. There is beauty here. There is beauty here, yeah.
I haven't danced that hard since the old days. You know, when the music grabs you by the scruff of the neck and shakes you like a rag doll. I thought I was going to be sore the next day, but instead I felt surprisingly refreshed, like the built-up stress from day-to-day life had been shaken out. There's no therapy like Strangefolk therapy. It's awesome. I mean, that's it. That's what we're shooting for. Sure, we dreamed that we could keep on doing it. I didn't know that it was going to go on like this. I mean, who can predict the future? But I certainly had dreams of the band continuing on and growing bigger and better and stronger. And the theme has been the same since day one. It's this exactly. You know, I got my therapy at Grateful Dead shows, going and shaking it out as hard as I could, you know, dancing for my life. And once I met the guys in Strangefolk and we hooked it up, it's been the same, you know, trying to provide a space where people can dance for their life, you know. And that's really cool that somebody feels that same way, because that's exactly what I'm shooting for, you know, providing a place where people can shake off the rest of their stress, day-to-day life, you know.
We have different names for what we're feeling. I see it now. Someone told me that the West is over. We made it here somehow. With these feelings back, it won't be hard to stay on track.
Well, this is my fifth Eden producing.
What's always been good about Eden is you're around a lot of key, family or friends, people that you've seen before, and they have the love of good music and the love of a good time as something in common.
We actually did sound for the first Garden of Eden. How long ago was that? 7 years ago we did the first one in Eden. Eden's pretty much a thing. It's more a big family vibe, good feeling. Everybody gets along.
But everything's good and it can feel right. With your face inside, I'll come around. Could it be true that the journey is through and we paid our dues with so many days? It's all said and done, and we've had our fun. I hope I didn't hurt anyone on the way. And I see it now. Someone told me that the West is over. We made it here somehow. With these feelings back, it won't be hard
5 hours and 52 minutes, we will be enjoying our first set of Strangefolk.
Best place in the world, best people.
It's Christmas in August.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, it's Strangefolk, damn it. They're good. You should like them.
I think they're way totally cool and wicked. Yeah. Strangefolk, Garden of Eden, 2002. We're on it, baby. We're ready to rock.
Sometimes it feels so much colder. I see it now. Someone told me that the worst is over.
We started doing this. The whole idea was
to say thanks to everybody that had been coming to see us.
We wanted to put on a free show, but we just couldn't afford to pull it off.
It's like having everybody in your backyard. That was the idea. We lived in Waterbury the first year, and it turned out we knew the guy that owned the grounds in Eden Mills, Vermont, and that's why we call it the Garden of Eden. So it was a real, family backyard atmosphere that first year, and that's what we've tried to retain.
This one's definitely less low-key than the first one. I guess that's the biggest difference, but it still feels the same. After 7 years of doing it, this one still they've all had a similar thread running through them.
We are really trying to do something special.
We made it here somehow. With these feelings back, it won't be hard to stay on track.
My name's Sean Keegan. I work with Strangefolk. I've been working with them since February of 2002. Usually work as their backline tech, taking care of all their gear and traveling with them when they're on the road and setting up their stuff. And this year for Eden, I came up with the idea to come up with some signs to put around the campground, which are right over here, just using song titles as street names and stuff, bringing them around. They have a song called Cabin John, and we're making signs for the Portalettes, calling them Cabin Johns. Got a very excited crew going. Everybody's pumped to be helping out. It's totally a fan-based thing, all the wood and paint and brushes and everything came from fan donations. So we've been working it, just moving along and helping Strangefolk do their thing.
see you floating all around my room when I play a tune. What you gonna say when I start to play? Well, I can see you floating all around my eyes. What a nice surprise when the day is done. Come and have some fun. I can see you in my own way. I can see you in my own way. I can see you floating all around my head. Play with me instead. What a lovely day to have you come my way. Well, I can see you floating all around my eyes. What a nice surprise when the day is done. Come and have some fun. I can see you in my own way. I can see you in my own way. Well, I can start to see you. 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 I can start to see you.
Got the message board set up. It's got everything you'll need. Pencils will be added shortly. We got tacks and paper. So if you're looking for your friend, and stick a message on the board. It's sturdy. It'll last many more years for future Gardens of Eden.
Cause I know that you're there. You must be in the middle me proud. So are you gonna stop and let me in? Are you gonna let your lonely friend leave a message? Describe the end while leaving a message.
I like that part too. There's a whole kids tent and everything. I love that. Yeah, I like the family-friendly thing. It's almost like I don't want this thing to get too big, because, I mean, I do, but I don't want it to get, I like the casualness of it. I like the nice vibe about it.
I'd say the comfort levels for us have gone up a little bit just because we know what we're getting into, we know what to expect. But we know the people we're gonna see. It's more like it's kind of like coming home. We see so many family members and friends who come from all over the country, and it's a pretty big celebration. It's in the horizon for us always to come here and play some of the best show so that we can play and celebrate with our friends and fans and everyone.
I actually flew from California, so.
And she brought it all
No,
the
my
way
sister-in-law
on the
did.
plane from South Carolina up here
All
to Vermont
frozen. It has to stay frozen.
for us to have fried corn at Eden.
I've heard of you guys on the West Coast. I've lived out in Oregon, California for like 6 or 7 years, and
Within a 10-hour radius, we'll go and follow. They're awesome.
Definitely. They blew the roof off last night. It's an absolutely amazing show.
Yeah. I want to hear happy because I am so happy to be here.
Exactly.
It's all about the music and the band and the good feeling of everybody that just gets along and, you know, has a good time and everybody enjoys themselves.
Excuse me, did I hear you say if you live your life from day to day, things get easier along the way?
In the jam band circuit, there are some really enthusiastic fans that just really want to be part of it. That's why we had an awards today for the fans. And, you know, they make it all worth it. That's why we play, because people come out to see us and they want to hear the songs and they like to hear different sets. They like to hear, they make what we do why we do. I mean, that's why we play for them.
Stand up straight and fall in place. Don't fall back, keep up the pace. Don't let them see the sweat roll down your face. I don't have any answers, but I'm still playing the game.
It's awesome to know that they're there for us, and hopefully we can be there for them, you know? Even though everyone here doesn't know each other, I think for the most part, people treat each other with respect and as if they were friends, even if they aren't. And a lot of people, you know, become friends because they met at Eden, so that's kind of cool too.
Everywhere we go around the country, we have such supportive fans, and it's really amazing to me to be in a band that's not on a label, that's not getting this push on the radio and all sort of the little marketing things that they do with bands, and we're so under the radar, and yet we still have such a loyal fan base. I mean, it's awesome to see that.
It's great to just to play music and have people come and listen to it and really listen to it. That's the part I like, is that they know all the lyrics and they sing along, and it's great.
It's great too, because it seems like we see a lot of new faces along the way, and they become familiar, and then next year there's more new faces that become familiar, and there's a lot of people. It's tough actually to remember all the names. I always seem to remember the faces, but there's so many people that know who we are and come and show their love, and it's always hard to remember all the people, but we do our best to always try to say hi.
I'm over here, you're over there. We all love the same things to bear. We're all on the road to somewhere. Yeah.
So obviously they've brought on a lot of new fans. As far as the the old faces, they're still there, and that's what makes it, like almost like a family reunion. It's like every year for the weekend, Labor Day weekend, we have a big family reunion. But we're always willing to bring new people into the family. So.
And something like this is a little bigger than the normal show we might put on, and so there are some faces that aren't as familiar, but what's really cool about it is after all these years, so many of the faces everywhere, I know who they are. I've seen their faces a million times, and there's a relationship never having been spoken, or the people we've never spoken, but it's like you feel like you know that person. It's kind of strange. It's cool though, it's amazing. Yeah, and it's cool to know they all came to see Strangefolk. It's just I don't even know if I really have a grasp on that. It's a pretty cool concept to me, like to walk in and see the people in the cars and all the stuff that's here. It's like, wow, this is something we started doing like on acoustic guitars in a dorm room once. It's cool that it turned into this.
But I don't feel like holding out, 'cause I'm too tired for this game. Try to tell you what I'm thinking, but it flies back in my face. Words come out different, meanings are shifting, and my intentions take new shapes, turning me backwards, lifting me upwards. You drop me in my place, wherever that is, whatever that means, whatever difference it makes. I make resolutions I won't break down. Then comes a rainstorm and I hit the ground. But the sun's shining right now. Take me away a while. Try to tell you what I'm thinking, but it flies back in my face. Words come out different, meanings are shifting, and my intentions take new shapes, turning me backward.
There are memorable things that have happened in all of them. The one we did at Mad River Glen, that was a really cool one because that was our second one. And the first one, I think about 600 people came, which to us at that time was amazing. And it's still a good number of people, but then the second year was like doubled that, or maybe went up to like 1,400. So we were like, something's happening here. This is cool. A year later, it like doubled in size. So that was pretty exciting. That was a good milestone. Make us feel like we were on the road to doing something pretty cool. There are so many highlights. Having Nile Rodgers come out with us when we did it in 2000, that was really cool. Just having him and Rich Hilton play with us because they're such pros, and it was fun to do all of his disco hits and actually have the guy that wrote the songs like teach us how to play them and be willing to play it with a bunch of white boys up in Vermont. It was pretty funny. One of my favorite moments was last night when we played that Led Zeppelin song because it was such a long time coming, because Erik and I are both from Maine and we grew up really big Led Zeppelin fans all through high school. We went through this whole phase. And so in the past we tried some Zeppelin tune or two, and we'd never really pulled it off. And last night it was fun because I've loved that song for so long, and we just kind of threw it together at the last minute, just like, oh, let's play the Zeppelin tune. That'd be pretty cool. And it was kind of an offhand suggestion, and we did it last night, and it just went over. It actually went over the way it was supposed to. It was good energy. It seemed like it translated. We have a lot of fan base from Maine, and I think the Zeppelin aura still lives there, so you could see it rippling through when people realized we were actually going to play that song. So I don't know, every year it's just been great. There's always something really cool. sometimes I'll come into a sound check later, whatever, and I'll hear everybody playing. And it's fun to watch the guys and listen to how good they sound. You know, without me on there, it's just like cool to hear what the bass line, like just the basis of the band is, and then to be able to walk in and play on top of that or in the midst of it, it's just so cool. It's a good band. I'm definitely proud of the music we play, although I still do see the flaws and, you know, and what I want to make better and stuff, but it's amazing. It's amazing to be part of making music. we see it so differently than our fans do, I think, because we're in the middle of it, and so we see the flaws and we think about that and we try to perfect on them all the time. But it's cool to, when you realize that it does touch people and that people come to something like this, that's what makes it all worthwhile. It's totally why we do it. So.
It goes, I think I can remember all the words. I haven't done it in a while. I did it for my mom's birthday like 5 years ago. I walked around the corner and I walked around the block. I walked right into the bakery shop and I took 2 donuts out of the grease. I handed the lady a 5-cent piece. She looked at the nickel and she looked at me and she said, "Kind sir, can't you plainly see? There's a hole in the nickel and it goes right through." Said I, "There's a hole in the donut too. Thanks for the donut. Good day." No?
Wow.
I know.
Shaving it.